What is up, middle schoolers? Welcome to our very first Boom Live on YouTube. We are so excited that you guys are here. We're so excited to try out Boom on YouTube. We think it's going to be amazing. Let us know what grade you're in down in the comments below. If you're in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, we want to know what grade you're in. And if you miss your small group leader as much as I miss all of your small group leaders, go ahead and throw a little heart emoji after your grade so that your small group leaders know how much you miss them, because I'm sure they miss you too. If you are new and you have no idea what I'm talking about, or you're not in a small group, put small group down in the comments so we can reach out to you and get you connected to a leader. We're so glad you guys are here. Guys, tonight is going to be epic. We're so pumped. We hope you enjoy it. Let's do this.
We forgot the bet.
Bet.
Don't know why I did that. Okay. I don't know. Hi guys. We decided to do stuff.
We didn't do our intro either.
Well, no, we'll make that separate.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that'll be right before this section. It'll probably happen right here. So earlier this week, I posted on my Instagram, the Boom Instagram, the high school Instagram, and I asked you guys for some dares for us to do. Quarantine's boring. We get it.
Amen.
Amen. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. We wanted to hear from you guys. We asked you guys for some dares. And we got some good ones to help liven up quarantine. We got things like dye Eddie's hair, shave Eddie's hair, make Eddie bald, have Eddie jump into Alum Creek, pierce Eddie's ears, wax Eddie's face off. So today, we are going to follow a YouTube tutorial on how to apply makeup. And we're going to try to...
The essentials.
Make this beautiful.
More beautiful.
No, just beautiful.
More beautiful.
Beautiful. Wait.
Oh, I'm already scared.
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hi sisters, James Charles here. I'm not making fun of you. That's my impersonation.
As always, I'm going to prep my nose using my Morphe R32 brush and my MAC Studio Finish Concealer.
So for foundation, I'm going to use this Morphe 579 63.5 brush. I don't know.
This is thicker than his brush.
This is the only brush we bought.
No, he has something else. He's rubbed it. Oh, no, it's a sponge.
You need to like tilt your head.
Stop, you're messing your hair up.
Oh, it's a little liquidy. Should I shake it? Like ketchup?
Look in my eye. Stop.
I don't know if this sponge was the right move. Oh, that's kind of
That feels
a
good.
thing.
Look at my mouth.
Oh, shut your mouth and it won't be an issue.
It smells good.
Stop it! I'm not. I think that's pretty that's pretty good.
Am I petty yet?
This is Prime and Stay. I ripped it. How do you open this? Oh my god.
Would you be a man? Ooh.
Do you think men open these?
No.
Come here.
And right
Come
under
here,
his
Eddie.
eyes.
It's time. Okay, I don't know what that did.
Oh, it looks more blended now.
It's blush and highlighter, I think.
We need a new brush.
A new brush? Well, good thing we have a new brush. Hey, she talks way too much.
Let's talk so much. We probably should have covered the table.
We're not trying to impress him. No, we don't. We eat at the couch. We're not civilized. I don't think this is right. I'm just like, it's gonna make your cheeks real rosy. Contours. It's making you look like Snow White.
Is that a good thing?
Sing to all the animals after this and domesticate the dwarves. Oh, now he's getting his forehead though.
We don't have to do that. We can move on.
I mean, I could maybe put some of this eyeshadow on your face.
No, let's just stick to this.
I can't tell what difference. We got the wrong. I'm not done! Let's keep moving, shall we?
Translucent powder.
I think that's this stuff again. No, that's like a lot of it though.
What is he doing?
It looks like he's becoming the Joker. So, your turn. Come here, Eddie. You look terrible. I think it's probably good. Oh, brows.
I get complimented on my eyebrows all the time, so you don't need to do anything to them.
No, I need to at least comb them.
I'm really itchy.
Let me see if I can.
now. Oh, what are you doing? Stop.
Stop.
Stop
They're very nappy. Very nappy eyebrows, Eddie. Done.
I feel your spit on my face right now.
Yep, I'm a professional.
I keep brushing for like 3 minutes straight.
I mean, they look very voluptuous.
Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so tall.
So for his eye save, we're going to be using the limited edition bite-sized eyeshadow
He's got so many
carnival
of
candy.
them.
I know, his palette's bigger than mine, okay? I'm poor. Abby said to use the one color, like, oh my god, I can't open it. Is this like supposed to be kid safe?
If you didn't bite your nails.
What is an outer V of your eyeball? So I have to do a million shades. Okay.
Well, we only have 4. So.
Yep, well, we'll do them all. So we're gonna start with a transitionary shade of caramel craziness, and then we're gonna top it off with exactly one box up.
So what color is this?
This is Mocha Mayhem.
I still feel like you're not being gentle enough. You need to stop.
It's literally a brush. It's not like I'm stabbing you with a knife. Don't look at it. It's not done.
This is gonna ruin everything.
No, it's not. It's gonna make you really pretty. It's blue.
Kind of looks like I'm a vampire.
Oh, now's the fun part.
I actually really like it when girls do this. I'm not gonna lie.
Ladies, there you go. It's low-key blue. This is so bad. Look. I'm gonna go to like right there. That was really far. It looks really bad.
Are you sure that's not just the?
Nope,
the
not user error. Stop squinting!
That feels a lot farther.
It is.
Does it work? Am I pretty?
He did more eyeshadow below.
No,
He did. Come here. You got punched in the face.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Bryce punched me in the face.
Tune in next week for that episode. Oh, we didn't get eyeliner because I didn't trust myself to be on Eddie's
Should we just
eyeball.
move on to the eyelashes?
Ta-da, this is the magic mascara. Can you tilt back a little bit, please? It's great.
Oh man, we're pros at this now.
Do we get the lower one? Do girls get the lower
No,
one?
I don't have lower ones.
Yeah, you're right. You're like a hairless cat. Oh, I gotta give you fake freckles. Just like, oh, yeah.
They look natural.
No.
Did you sponge it?
I tried. It didn't do anything. Let's just keep going. Pretty.
Is that it?
Yeah, see, we didn't get lipstick. Dang it.
It's fine. We don't.
Bite your lips. Make them red. Oh,
Do I
glasses.
do I have to get my hat?
We need to
and
get glasses. Yeah, you need a backwards hat and
Okay, I got
glasses. Go.
Ooh, can I get sunglasses?
That's no. We need to see your eyes. Oh, look at that. He's a nerdy vampire zombie Pippi Longstockings.
Is that it?
Okay, we should
Do I
call
look
Abby.
good?
We should call Abby.
Should we? Do I need the glasses on first? She needs to be able to see them. Okay.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Hi, Austin. Okay, well, so we didn't have everything we needed.
I get it.
We forgot lip stuff, which is a travesty. Also,
It's okay.
I think Abby,
We're in trouble.
Stuff.
you ready to see this?
Yeah.
This is it. This look is coming to you from Paris Fashion Runway Week in 2020, right here.
I'm so scared. Oh my god!
Did it work?
If you saw him on the street, what would you say?
Should I make like a?
You would say Jesus loves you, and so I do too. Rude, you're canceled. Okay, so I don't think I did terrible. It could be way worse, I think.
How much worse?
Like way. Like this is better than you think.
Pretty terrible.
So I think the best thing we need to end with, as we transition to whatever is next, we need like a little like a beauty montage. You know what I mean? We forgot the bet.
Bet.
You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. So we pour out our praise to you only. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. And great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And great are you, Lord. So great. Great are you, Lord.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you had to make a decision, and there definitely was a right answer, and there definitely was a not so right, maybe wrong answer? You got in trouble, and you did something wrong, and you had an opportunity to make a decision. Do I tell my parents? Do I tell my teachers what happened? Or do I keep it a secret and hide it? Or maybe your parents ask you to clean your room. Do you do what they say and obey your parents and clean your room like they asked? Or do you maybe not? And you do something else like play video games or go hang out with your friends. We've all been in situations like that. And let's be honest though, sometimes doing what we want to do isn't necessarily the thing that we should do. And a lot of times we know that when we do the right thing, it usually actually might come at a cost. Being honest with our parents might sometimes cost us our freedom if we did something wrong. Doing what we're told to do by our parents can sometimes cost us maybe hanging out with our friends. Telling our teachers that we forgot to do our homework rather than lying about what actually happened, well, that might cost us some points in our final grade. You see, a lot of times when we do the right thing, it might actually come at a cost, but that might not always be the case. Sometimes doing the right thing is actually pretty easy and it's really clear and is consequence-free, but that's not always the case. Sometimes doing the right thing is the hardest thing, and sometimes doing the right thing isn't even super clear. A lot of times when we weigh the costs and the benefits of doing the right thing, it doesn't necessarily add up in our minds. So here's the question. What can we do right here, right now, to help us be prepared to one day make the right decision? No matter how hard it is, no matter how messy it is, even when we can't see the bigger picture, what can we start to apply to our lives today to help prepare us so that we can one day make the right decisions? If you've been joining us at all this past month, we've been talking about the life of Joseph. And honestly, I think there's a lot that we can learn from Joseph about making the right decision. You see, in Joseph's story, he's often faced with having to make a lot of decisions without knowing how they're going to play out in the long term. And there's one moment where I want us to zoom in and look at what happens. And I think there's a lot that we can learn from it about what we can do today to ensure that we're going to make the right decisions later. So our story picks up with Joseph right after he's sold as a slave. And so he's actually taken in by this super really important guy in the government named Potiphar. And what happens next is super interesting. You see, Joseph was put in charge of Potiphar's house and his money and everything he owned. And then Joseph was put in a situation where everything was kind of put on the line. In Genesis 39, it says this. Now Joseph was well built and handsome, kind of like me. And after a while, his master's wife took notice of Joseph and said, "Come to bed with me." Ooh. Red flags all over this, right? You see, Potiphar's wife was actually trying to get Joseph to have an affair with her. And Joseph was put in a really sticky situation. He had a decision to make. There's a lot at stake here for Joseph. And he has to make a decision. Does he give in to Potiphar's wife or does he not? Both decisions would actually cost Joseph something, but he had to make a choice. Our scripture says this. But he refused. "With me in charge," he told her, "my master does not concern himself with anything in the house. Everything he owns he has entrusted to my care. No one is greater in his house than I am. My master has withheld nothing from me except you, because you are his wife. How then could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" And though she spoke to Joseph day after day, he refused to go to bed with her or even be with her. You see, Joseph decided to do what was right. Even though he might have wanted to be with Potiphar's wife, he made the decision, the right decision, no matter what it was going to cost, to say no. But like we talked about earlier, sometimes doing the right thing will actually cost you something. You see, sometime later, Potiphar's wife again went to Joseph with the same invitation, and Joseph ran, yeeted himself out of the room. He got away as fast as possible, but in the process, Potiphar's wife grabbed a hold of his cloak and ripped it off of his body. Now, let's be honest, Potiphar's wife is already up to some sketchy business, and so she takes this cloak and she starts showing everybody and telling Potiphar that Joseph is actually pursuing her, that she got this from him in a different way. And she actually said that when she screamed for help, that's when she was able to get his cloak as he was running away. And Potiphar, siding with his wife, was not super happy about that. And so as a result, he actually took Joseph and threw him into prison. So Joseph's right decision in this moment, doing the right thing, it cost him his freedom. But Joseph did the right thing because he had integrity. He had character. He knew that sometimes doing the right thing was going to cost something, but that didn't change his heart in making the decision. He still decided to do the right thing. You see, Joseph couldn't see the bigger picture of what God was kind of orchestrating behind the scenes. He didn't know that God was continuously working for his good to weave together this bigger picture, this bigger plan for his life. The really cool thing is that Joseph didn't need to see the bigger picture to make a decision. He knew that if he operated from a place of integrity, that God would take care of the rest. And here's what I want us to remember and to take away from Joseph's story. Even when you can't see the bigger picture, do the next right thing. And so what does this mean for us? What can we do right now to help us do the next right thing? The first thing I want you to do is to see your situation. What situation are you in right now where you maybe need to do the next right thing? Maybe you're in a relationship where you're starting to push some boundaries. Or maybe you have a friendship that's starting to border on the side of being toxic. Maybe it's a conversation that you've been avoiding with your parents. And the second thing you need to do is to identify the next right step. Do you need to maybe talk to your parents? Or maybe you should have that conversation with your friend? Or maybe your next step is that you need to apologize to someone even though it's hard. The third thing that I want you to do is to tell somebody what you think the next right thing might be in your situation. There are a lot of people in your life on the outside who want to help you take steps towards figuring out God's bigger picture for your life and how to live out this relationship with Jesus. Some of those people might be your friends, your family, and your small group leader. You see, all of these people are here to help you, to be there for you because they care for you. Remember, when you can't see the bigger picture, do the next right thing. And so as we go to small groups today, I want to leave you with this question right here. In what situation do I need to do the next right thing? What is that situation for you? Think about it, reflect on it, and we're actually going to talk about that in our small groups right after this. We love you guys. Have fun in your small groups. We will see you next week.
Guys, I'm making a spaghetti squash casserole, but we don't gossip because our hearts are of the Lord. So we're just sharing news, basically. Guys, I'm making a spaghetti squash casserole, but we don't gossip because our hearts are of the Lord. So we're just sharing news, basically. Guys, I'm making a spaghetti squash casserole, but we don't gossip because our hearts are of the Lord. So we're just sharing news, basically.